Hey guys. Welcome to me being incredibly unamused. Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another AmBaby reaction to the queen of the Amberverse, Amberlynn Reed. This is Dating Me Comes with a Harsh Reality. Let's Talk, episode 11. This is from 5 days ago as of today. So June 27th, today is July the 2nd. My AC's running because it's hot, so sorry, but it's hot. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. We're not going to play the hair game today just because, like, I just recently treated my hair and I don't want to... I'm trying to save my hair. Save it. Not that it's falling out. I just don't want to rip it out with all the crap that she does. How does she have hair? Why does her hair look better than mine? I have been using henna though, and I'm really enjoying it. So I don't know why it has like this cool goldenish color to it, but I'm not complaining either. So we have a cat. Cat. Boop. So today we're gonna go over her Dating Me Comes with Harsh Realities. This is a Let's Talk thing. This is the new Let's Talk, though. This is the rebranded Let's Talk, so let's see how this goes. We didn't get a live this week. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. We did not get a Let's Talk. Something's up in the Amberverse. We don't know what. There's quite a bit of speculation. Some people are speculating that whoever the hell Danielle is visiting, and Amber is not with us because she's off gallivanting with whoever the fuck Danielle is. Some people are speculating that Amber and, what was her name? Tommy are back together again. I don't know why y'all think her and Tommy are together, but apparently some of y'all think that they are, and it's a grand conspiracy that the two of them are fighting or something. I don't know. Somebody wrote that under... That was one of the conspiracies under why Amber's not doing the live Tuesday. And I was proud to see that at least one person called that one out and they were like, proof? Question mark? So good for you. I personally am a little concerned something's up with Twinkie just because we haven't really seen a whole lot of Twinkie lately. And I do know that the dog is up there in years. And Amber makes a huge production out of not showing us Twinkie. And... like, anytime Amber wants to pick Twinkie up off the ground during the lives, she aims the laptop at the ceiling or into a corner so that we can't see her doing it. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. So, Amber's going out of her way to hide Twinkie from us right now. Now, that could just be because she knows we want to see the dog. She also hasn't shown us Wasabi. Is that the remaining cat? I can't remember which cat's the one that's still there or not. She doesn't show us the remaining... She doesn't show us the animals anymore. Let me put it that way. So we don't get to see the animals anymore. I can't tell if that's because she knows that the audience wants to see the animals, and so she's punishing us, because she does that. So I don't know if she's just punishing us because she knows we want to see the animals, or if there's something wrong with the animals and so we don't get to see the animals. I don't know. But she is going on about how there's something wrong going on and she needs to process it. There's some speculation it might be family related. There's speculation. Let me put it that way. Everybody's speculating. So I will find out eventually, I'm sure. But yes, so there was no live, and apparently the video is either going to be late or we're just not going to get it. But it's the Wednesday video, so it's going to be a weigh-in video. So there you have that. All right. What else was I going to say? Oh, did I do the thank yous, everybody? Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to subscribers. Thank you to our members. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. I was messing around with my everything, so if everything seems off, that's because I was fooling around with my settings. So there you have it. All right. I have her sped up. I sure do. I have her sped up to time and a half. I have seen, it's been 5 days. I've seen reactions to this. I myself have watched it. I know there's parts of it that are really gross. I might just full on skip the bad decisions part because I hate them. I hate them so much. So we're probably, as much of an AmBaby as I am, I don't give two shits about our queen's personal bedroom life. I really wish she'd quit answering questions about that altogether. I don't talk about mine. I wish she'd quit talking about hers. Also, the questions that she chooses to answer about that are fucking disgusting. And I hate them. So there's my stance. And we're not going to talk about it. And I watched Snowflake's reaction to this. And like, he would not let it go. And he kept mentioning it. And I was driving. And every time he mentioned it, I had to go, ah! And it wasn't great because I was driving. My point is there was almost a wreck, and it was his fault. Anyhow, it's just disgusting. Like, where in your fucking head is this a good idea, Amber? Anyway. All right, in character. All right, let's find out what is going on with our queen this week. Let's see. Let's find out what's going on with our queen this week. Like, gesture to bring my voice up. Kind of like a conductor. All right, let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new Let's Talk video.
Yay! Say goodbye to my eardrums. These don't even go into my ears. And this is effing loud.
All right, so we are doing things a little bit differently. I am taking out some segments and I'm keeping others. So I'm taking out sweet and sour, which was where I would take a random comment generator. I would choose those. I would respond to them. I noticed a lot of people were purposely like saying pretty harsh things and talking about things that I really did not want to talk about.
You just noticed that?
And due to me being
our queen is observant.
Authentic, I would choose whatever popped up on the comment selection, no matter what was chosen, no matter if I didn't want to talk about it. So I'm just going to take that away. And then I am no longer doing Tea or Tale because that was where I was talking about rumors and I would have to like search out for these things. And
you did?
I personally do not want to do that. So we will be keeping the interview, which is the voice message questions, because
we're keeping the interview because
I genuinely love those. I know you guys do too.
Because she loves them.
I'm also going to be keeping Sip and Community, which is where I put a little community tab post. I tell you guys to leave questions or just do whatever you want to do. And I'll respond to the ones that I feel comfortable responding to. Because
was that Thunder? She's keeping the ones that she thinks are the cutest names.
I know a lot of people still,
to be fair, some of the names are kind of cute,
want to have like correspondence with me in these videos specifically. And some of you don't want to do voice memos, which I totally understand. So that gives you an opportunity to ask me questions just through the YouTube app. And then also we're keeping Bad Choices, which is me answering.
Why?
These cards here because I want to get through the whole deck, okay?
Why? It's not a life achievement. You're not going to get a gold star. There's no badge. There's no, you're not going to get anything for it. You know what? It's actually kind of cold. Maybe I will turn the AC off. My editor will be happy I turned the AC off.
So let's get into it, and we're going to start with Sip and Community. So normally what I'll do is I'll just go from the top. I'll do just like whatever pops up first. But there's a little sort by section, so I'm going to do newest first. I'm also going to like, oh my god, I click newest first, and it's nothing but like hearts and all this type of stuff from Abdullah Yusuf. So thank you.
Yeah, Abdullah. Thank you. Back off our queen, Abdullah. That comes out weird.
You, Maria's World said, hope you're happy and healthy with a bunch of hearts. Thank you.
Well, she's not either of those two things, but thanks for the sentiment.
I am actually really happy right now. If I can be an advocate for anything, it is see someone about your mental health.
I only listen to these. I don't actually watch them until I react to them. So what happened?
It is see someone about your mental health.
That was God. That was God speaking.
I just accidentally unplugged my lamp, so I'm gonna go plug that back in.
Okay. I mean, I typically have that stuff edited out.
I really have no idea how that happened, but crazier things have happened. But yes, if I could be an advocate for anything, it is to see someone about your mental health and don't ever feel ashamed to go on medicine if you have to. Because
our queen is correct.
I feel like Zoloft is actually changing my life for the better, and it feels really good. The destroyer said a BBW was attacked on a flight. What do you got to say about that? I have no idea what you're even talking about. So
I do know what's being talked about because I watched The Cynical Dude, actually, and The Cynical Dude reacted to this. And from what I can tell, it looks like the woman who attacked the other woman was drunk AF and flew off the handle about having to sit next to a woman who was voluptuous. She was over it. She was obese. I mean, I understand the frustration of not wanting to sit next to somebody who is super morbidly obese, but I think the reaction was a bit much. And the woman had to have been drunk off her ass or inebriated in some other way because the reaction was a lot. There was even a part where the woman started like spitting on the other woman, and I'm sorry, that's just unacceptable. Period. And this poor woman, like she's just I will be terribly surprised if that woman ever flies again, to be honest with you. I mean, that is mortifying to begin with. And then on top of it, you've gone viral. Everyone knows who you are now. Yay. And the drunk woman is just a drunk, stupid woman. And I hope she has the day she deserves. Let me put it that way. And the poor obese woman, like I really do feel bad for her. I really do. Nobody wants to sit next to somebody who's spilling over into their seat. Yes. However, that is fucking unacceptable. Like that is simply unacceptable. You are a grown ass adult. That is unacceptable. That is how children, toddlers react to situations. Like toddlers who have no discipline, no parents, that's how they react to that. That is not how adults handle situations. Anyway, just like the more I think about it, the more angry I get.
I'm trying to Google it. Do I literally put BBW attacked on flight? Because I don't know what
Why would you put BBW?
to search. Yeah. Can't find anything really. Oh, something about a woman grabbing someone's hair. Wait, let me see.
She grabbed her hair. I don't think she hit her, but she spat on her several times. It was disgusting.
That's enough. We're gonna mute that ad. I don't know if this is actually anything to do with what you're talking about. Oh, called her a fat. Oh, okay, maybe this is it. I actually have seen this video. What do I have to say about that? You shouldn't be attacking anybody regardless of size, skin color, sexuality. Like, you should just keep your hands to yourself. We need more love in the world.
I know a lot of people went after her because of her unnuanced take. I don't know. I mean, I can't disagree with her, right? I mean, I guess. But what do you guys want her to say? First off, she doesn't believe in a lot of things that are demonstratively true. So I'm not sure what you were expecting here. Secondly, clearly she didn't watch the video or else she would know more about what happened. And thirdly, it's Amber. You're expecting her to think deeply about anything?
Casual Observer said that I bought 1K subscriptions. So it's against terms of service to buy subscriptions. I've never done that before. But if you're talking about Social Blade will only show when someone gains 1,000 once they've reached a certain amount of subscribers. So like if you go and see anyone who has like over 200K, I don't really know the exact number, but it'll only show like when they've gained 1,000, like 1,000 in total, not just like 1,000 at once. I gratefully gain about 800 subscribers per month on average. So thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Smuggling. I don't know anything about Social Blade. I don't know anything about Social Blade.
With Lynn, I'm sorry, COVID Lynn's profile picture is me eating a chicken sausage and it just looks so hectic. But
that's because it's a picture taken from your account.
They asked, why aren't you posting Happy Father's Day to your stepdad? We celebrated Father's Day privately. We had a barbecue at my stepbrother's house and it was so great. I got him something for Father's Day, wished him Happy Father's Day. It was all just like private. Not everything is online for sure.
She is sped up, so I'm going to say there was a lot of blinking there, but she is sped up. However, there was a lot of blinking there. And a couple people did point out that I'm not doing a very good job of being an AmBaby right now. A couple people have pointed out that Amber is not real great about not broadcasting when she does things, especially when she does things for people. So, but I will say this, her dad, it's not even her stepdad, her mother's boyfriend does not like being in her videos. And I think he's made his stance fairly clear about not being in said videos. So it's entirely possible that they might have done something for him, because I think he does have his own kids. Because she mentions her step siblings, which again, they're not married, so I don't know, whatever. Blended families are blended for a reason, you know. You make your own definitions, whatever. But anyway, my point is, it's entirely possible that they did do something for him for Father's Day, and it wasn't allowed to film it because he does not want to be on film. It is incredibly rare for us to see him in any of her videos, and the few times that we do see him in the videos, it's like his kneecap, his foot, the back of his head if we're lucky. The man does not want to be on camera. So, I mean, yeah, they might have done something for him, they being the family. And she just either A, wasn't invited, or B, was not allowed to film it. So it's entirely possible.
Are you okay? I hope so. Prayers for you always, by Madeline Powell. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm doing great. You asked that 12 days ago because this community tab is old. So we should probably move on to the lynch review. And I'm going to post a new community tab for the new Let's Talk. I'm so,
Oh my God.
so excited to do the lynch review.
I wonder if I put like I will find out about the sun. Someday you will answer this question. Beyond, you will answer this question. You're not walking away from this Scots free, little miss. I could answer questions from the 1% game.
Review again. Like, it's been so long. Oh my God. And I know you guys genuinely enjoy it so much. So if you guys want to ask me a question for the lynch review, literally just go to my Instagram, which it's linked down below, and just send me a voice memo asking whatever you want. And if you can't do that, then just send me a microphone emoji. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back, so that approves you to send me the voice message.
I should try just to see if it happens.
Hi there. First of all, I was planning to send you my question when you replied to my mic emoji, and then you announced that you were having a break, and then you uploaded again, so I was kind of confused. In any case, I'm sending you my question. So I know you shared recently that you're on Zoloft. I'm on Zoloft too, marking my 1 year anniversary next month.
I may cut some of these questions out just because, like, not to be mean or anything, but they're kind of irrelevant. If you have watched this before, seeing as it's 5 days old, and you realize, oh, there's no you missed a question, it's probably because I cut it out. So,
hey Amber,
hello.
Watching your video right now.
I know. Who was it? Was I listening to? Might have been Rachel. Somebody pointed out, and I know this, that when people go, "Hey Ember," that's how the ankle. It's either the ankle or Jordy. I don't actually watch the ankle. Sorry. That's how they say her name, and she's very aware of it. And so people are like, whenever you hear somebody on the voice messages go, "Hey Ember," that's a troll. Probably somebody trolling her. And just watching how her face cringed right there. Let's back it up, and I'll actually slow it down to normal speed for you guys so you can see it. She's very aware of it. She knows that's a troll, and she was prepping herself for it. Yes. Oh my God, patronizing. I'm so glad. Yay. Okay, here we go. Gotta remember how this works.
Hey Amber.
Yeah, see, right there. She knows this is a troll. Or at least she knows when people say, "Hey Ember," it's a troll.
Hello?
Yeah, there she goes.
Watching your video
And she doesn't think it's funny.
right now.
She's trying to recover from it.
Oh, do you
she really doesn't like it.
actually do random voice notes, or
Yes.
do you pick and choose?
Okay, yeah, but you can see what I'll have to check and see, because there's another person who starts their message off with "Hey Ember." So
That's
Nope.
my question.
They're absolutely random. I have hundreds, and I literally just scroll through, pick a random, scroll through, pick a random. That's all I do.
Hello.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about your OCD that you are diagnosed with. I was wondering why you rarely talk about it anymore in recent memory. I know you are open about your BPD and those struggles. I'm just wondering why any of your other diagnoses don't get that attention, or is it like?
It's an interesting face that she makes there. It was Rachel who pointed out that Amber has at some point, I don't remember exactly what video it is, but Amber apparently is on record saying that she faked the OCD diagnosis. I don't remember her ever saying that. That doesn't mean she didn't. I don't remember her ever saying that. So if people can fill me in, because there are Amber lore folk out there. Folklorists, Amberlynn, Amberlorists. I'll be working on that one. But anyway, if somebody who knows where that particular moment in time is where she admits to faking the OCD or admits to not having the OCD, that would be very helpful for me. But I would like to get a hold of that clip and put that and this together, mainly because I don't think Rachel's wrong, because I think that's the main reason why Amber stopped mentioning having the OCD, is because she came out and mentioned that she didn't have the OCD. So, but here's the thing with the OCD. We don't really hear about the OCD anymore because she's not with a girlfriend who has OCD. Amber had OCD when she was with Crystal because Crystal legit had it. And who else did she claim to have it with? I forget. It might have been Beck. She might have brought it up a few times with Beck. She might have brought it up with... Anyway. The point is, the reason why Amber doesn't bring up the OCD anymore is because she has better diagnoses to talk about now. Maybe this isn't an AmBaby reaction. It's a bad AmBaby. Bad AmBaby. Bad.
Like a personal reason, or? But thank you.
It's because of the backlash. Like, anyone in my personal life knows the things that I deal with to an extent. But like,
to an extent? To the extent that I want them to know?
now sometimes like I catch myself just saying my anxieties. Like,
my anxiety. You're never living that down.
My contamination anxieties. And I know that it's a lot further than that. And there's things that I do that a lot of people would not believe me if I spoke about it. And to me, it's something that like I genuinely deal with constantly.
You don't spoke about things, you talk about things.
I have mentioned it like just the tiniest little bit, and just the way that people react, like it makes me feel really sad. So I'm like, maybe I need to stop talking about this because it's something.
I mean, maybe you should talk to your therapist about the fact that every time you bring up your non-existent diagnoses, people who actually have those diagnoses come down on you like a ton of hammers. Bag of hammers? I'm getting my metaphors mixed up. But anyway, maybe you should talk to your non-existent therapist about the fact that when you talk about your non-existent diagnoses, people who actually have them are displeased with you and they call you out for it, and that makes you feel bad. Out of character.
Something I already struggle with. Like, my mom sees me struggle with it. Like, people I've been in relationships with, they see me struggle with it. Like, it's not something that I take very lightly.
I'm not saying it was aliens. Just saying it was aliens.
Hey, Amber.
There's the other one. Ah, and there's her face. You can see it in her eyes right here in the whole of her. She's not pleased. She does not like when people do the Emperor part.
Hey, from down on.
Hello. She does not like it. Hey, Ember. Hello.
I want to ask, what is the
Yeah,
fattest, juiciest piece of tea you have right now?
Yeah, she does not like when you guys do that. Hey, Ember. She doesn't like it. So congratulations, Ankle. You have created trauma. This is a trauma response. No, I'm kidding. But still, my point is.
Love ya.
Oh, I can't say that. Skip. I create the rules. I'm allowed a few skips per video.
Hi, Amberlynn. Thank you so much for letting me ask you a question. I just want
Oh my god, this is the one that takes for fucking ever.
to start off by saying that I genuinely love you so much. I have watched you since the very beginning of your YouTube career. I think.
Oh wait, this is the one. Okay, so I was live streaming and my members were like, listen to a random voice message. And I started listening to this one and then I realized it was so sweet. It's also 4 minutes long. And I was like, I need to save this for a video. And here it is. Okay, let me keep listening.
I think that you are so fun, so funny. I think you're beautiful. I genuinely feel like we're friends. I know that sounds weird, but because
it honestly does not sound weird. Like, I totally get it.
It sounds like a parasocial relationship, but go on.
I have felt that way about people online as well.
I've watched you from the beginning and I've seen your life and I've kind of like
grown up with you a little bit, I genuinely feel like we're friends, even though we don't know each other.
Parasocial relationship. This is the definition of parasocial relationship.
It's definitely a weird concept that like so many people know things about me, and like I'll meet
but yet we don't know anything about her, you guys
like in public or whatever it may be, and like you guys will come up to me and be like, can I have a photo, this and that, like, and then you guys will start talking about like just random things about my life. And I'm just like, it's such a crazy concept that like you guys know all these things, and like I look at you and you guys are just like these beautiful strangers, and I'm just like, it's just a weird dynamic, but like
I mean, because you share a good chunk of your life with us, or at least you used to. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that you stopped. But yet you will argue with us that we don't know anything about you because you don't share anything about yourself with us. But yet you've just admitted that we do know quite a bit about you.
live for it, and I just appreciate the support so much.
And I just wanted to say
You're
that
welcome.
I'm so grateful for you doing this and for allowing so many people like myself, your real supporters, into your life and making us feel like we're all friends. So
That's definitely a goal. Like I want everyone to feel like they can come to me, talk to me.
I have always said that Amber wants to be your big sister. She wants to be Big Sister Lynn. That she wants to be the person that you can come to for. She wants you to ask her for advice. She wants to be the worldly older sister, the worldly elder cousin that you can come to and ask questions about, especially sex. But she definitely wants to be like the mentor to your mentee. She wants people to ask her advice. She has always been like this. And right now she's full on admitting this. Like she wants to be Dear Abby. And yeah, this is just her straight up admitting what I have always said since I've started this channel. This is what Amber desires more than anything, I think, is to be someone that people value the advice of, the opinion and advice of. She wants to be that sage on the mountain kind of a figure. And so hearing somebody be like, "Oh my God, I would totally come to you for advice." Why? Why would you come to a 550-pound shut-in for life advice other than, hey, don't do that. Don't do what I did. Cool. I will check that off the box. What in God's name could Amber possibly, what kind of life advice could Amber possibly give you as far as helping you out in a rough situation? Amber is a walking, talking red flag. The best that Amber could do is how does the old saying go? If you can't be a role model, be a example, be a bad example or something like that. I don't remember. It's a really good quote and I've done nothing but butcher it. If somebody remembers it, put it down in the comment section. It basically is a quote of like, if you can't be somebody's role model, be the bad example that everybody learns from. Anyhow,
me, like
that's
have this
Amber.
correspondence with me. I know a lot of YouTubers don't do that, but I genuinely enjoy it. Like I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you guys want to hear from me. I think that's important to like keeping up.
What I want to hear from you is, hey everybody, I took my medication and I went to the therapist and I put in the hard work and I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel and I want to turn my life around and I'm actually putting in the work that it takes to do that. That's what I want to hear from you. I want to hear, hey everybody, I'm going to the clinic so that I can get the help I need to get my eating disorder under control. And also in the meantime, I've cleared out my house of all of the foods that trigger my binging and my inability to control the food that I shove down my gullet. And I'm taking full responsibility for the fact that I am the one that puts food down my mouth. That's what I want to hear from you. I want to hear you genuinely come on here and be like, hi, my name is Amberlynn and I'm an addict. That's what I want to hear. But we're never going to get that because you won't do it.
Up a certain type of relationship with your audience. Like I don't want to just be sitting here like feeling like I'm talking to a wall, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm not obtainable. Like I'm just like a normal person like everyone else.
I don't want to obtain you. What would I do with you? What would I do with you after I've obtained you? Like sit you in a corner? What do I do with you? I can't afford you. I can't afford to feed you. You would lose weight here because I can't afford to feed you. What do I do with you? You're not exactly a trophy wife. You're not going to stay at home and do anything of value around the house. Why do I want to obtain you?
Else. And yeah, I just want it to feel close knit, and I want it to be a more peaceful place for all of us.
Well, the sodas in your chat when you do your lives definitely feel like they have a close knit. And Window, when Window is not in your chat, you definitely notice because you spent, I don't know, the first 5-10 minutes of your last live being like, "Where's Window? Oh my God, where's Window? I don't have anybody to bounce my snarky comments off of. Where's Window? OMG, where's Window?"
Thank you for that. Love you for that. My question for you, I actually have two. So the first one is not so serious. It's just something that I'm curious about. And
we can skip this part. Let's skip this part. Let's skip this part. No one has ever thought that Amber was 5'11". That would mean that somebody somewhere thought she's the same height as Glitter and Lasers. Anyway.
And then my second question, actually, I'm sorry to bring up relationships. I know it's like a dreaded topic, but
okay.
I just want to know, so out of all of your relationships from the beginning that I have watched, they all, to me anyway, share one common characteristic, and that is
you.
That they've all been really shy to be on camera. And
Destiny was shy? Destiny, who would talk about banging on camera constantly? Destiny, who would drop inappropriate language like it was nothing, was shy? Destiny. Tommy? Tommy was shy? I mean, Tommy was quiet, but I wouldn't say Tommy was shy. Tommy was all up snogging that luscious, plump, candy, juicy thighs. I won't. No, I don't think Tommy was shy, honestly. Tommy was quiet, but no. Destiny and Tommy were not shy. Crystal didn't want to be on camera. Beck didn't want to be on camera. So again, not really shy. I mean, yeah, they were shy, but when Beck was on camera, when they wanted to be on camera, like when Beck would tell us stories about ghost stories or little family stories that Beck would share, Beck was actually really entertaining. So there's that. Wifey flat out refused to be on camera. And the other girls were all secret. So, but again, the two married women who tried to catfish Amber, once they got their little claws into their 5 minutes of fame, they were all over the fucking internet. So I wouldn't call them shy. And same thing with Alexis. As soon as Alexis got her 5 minutes of fame, Alexis still pops in and out of the internet. So, shy? Not so much. Really, the only shy people were Crystal, Beck, and Wifey. So, no.
Not that that's a bad thing, but YouTube is such a big part of your life. I'm just wondering if moving forward, when you are ready to start dating, if you're ready to start dating ever.
I don't believe this isn't a troll. Like this, the way this person talks, I know I've had punk. I know I have chopped parts of this person's question out because, again, irrelevant. But I do feel like this question, even though it is 4 minutes long and this person spends a lot of time buttering Amber up, I do feel like this particular question is a troll. Particularly because they start off with the parasocial bonding question or bonding moment at the beginning. Then they move on to the weird, flattering, "How tall are you?" question. And now they're doing this, trying to figure out if Amber is going to be dating question. Like, because Amber has been a little closed off about possible dating, but Amber loves to talk about the possibility of dating. But Amber right now is like, I'm not dating anybody. I don't know if she is or she isn't. We'll find out eventually because she's bad at this. She is historically bad at keeping her girlfriends off the internet. So we'll eventually find out if she's dating somebody. I have no doubt about this. But I feel like the point of this call was to fish around and see if Amber was dating or is dating someone. And there was just a lot of lead into this question because this person is trying to troll Amber in the same way that people DM her and when they're trying to fish for information, or like when people DM Tommy trying to get Tommy to drop details about her and Amber's relationship. You know, they always start off with, "Oh my God, I'm so friendly to you. We have a shared experience," or "I can totally understand, you know, your last relationship or the pain or the suffering or the this or the that you went through." You know, we've all seen the DMs, right? This kind of feels like the same kind of thing. "Oh my God, I'm such a super fan. We grew up together. I have this relationship with you, even though we're not really friends, but I still feel like we're friends. Oh my God. And how tall are you? Because I imagine in my head that you're taller than you really seem." Like, that's how you come onto a guy. But anyway, and then to go into, "Oh, but if you were going to be in a relationship again," I mean, I know you don't like talking about relationships, but if you were going to be in a relationship, I mean, I think all of your past relationships were inferior to you. But if you were going to get into a relationship in the future, what would your perfect relationship be like? That's kind of how this is coming off, which is why I think this is a troll.
Again, I love that you're genuinely taking a break for yourself. I think it's great. I think you need to work on yourself and motivate yourself from within. That's where real growth comes from, but I digress. So my question is, moving forward, when you're ready to maybe find someone again, do you have a new list of standards? Are there things that you are able to look back on your past relationships?
And also, because if this person was such a super fan, they would have heard the 19 million times that Amber has said that she's not looking for a relationship, and that when she does get into a relationship, she's not going to share that relationship online. And because Amber's talked about this, Amber has mentioned these things before in past videos, in her lives. She's said as much in her Instagram stories. So either this person is not paying attention and they are not the super fan that they claim they are, or they are trolling to try to get more information out of her. Do you guys see why I think this is a troll?
Specific to YouTube, obviously all of your past relationships have flaws, but
and we need to keep in mind that every relationship has flaws.
I mean, oh my God, Philosopher Lynn over here.
No relationship is going to be perfect by any means. Like, right. I feel like we're all looking for that perfect relationship, but no. And, you know, I've heard recently where people are like, love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. I don't know if I 100% agree with that, but I feel like what is a choice is like waking up every single day and like not only choosing to do good for you, but also like do good for your partner. That's a whole other topic.
Is it though? I mean, that's kind of how I view relationships.
Your YouTube career.
You kind of have to dedicate yourself to a long-term relationship. It's kind of like, what is it? Motivation's a lie kind of a thing.
Are you looking for someone who maybe isn't so shy and, you know, feels okay being in front of the camera? And
no. So actually, before I got with Feline, which was the person that I was with after Beck, I didn't care about that at all. Whether they wanted to be on camera, whether they didn't. But then I got with Feline, someone who did not, and it was hard. There were so many times, like while editing, I would catch Feline in a reflection, and I would purposely have to zoom in. Like, you just have to be so much more careful, especially when it's like a live-in partner, someone you're with 24/7. It made it so
because you didn't have a life outside.
Difficult, but I was like, I'm willing to do this because I'm absolutely in love with this person and they absolutely are in love with me, and it's like it's worth it to me. But then after that relationship ended, I told myself I will genuinely never be in another relationship again where the person does not want to be on camera, mainly because it just makes my job difficult. It makes life so much more difficult. Plus, I love the memories. I love being able to show what we're doing, having those memories, looking back at them. Plus, I like sharing my life with you guys. But after what has happened in the last 365 days, I have realized.
Okay, yeah, all right.
More than ever, I will never, ever, ever again speak about a partner. I won't even speak about them, let alone show them. That is me like literally saying I am never going to even talk about my love life. I know.
I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, it's a smart move for her to not, but again, I'll believe it when I see it.
I've put that boundary up and I have sustained that. And I'm letting you know, like, I'm throwing away, like, I'm literally locking it and like throwing away the key. Like, I'm genuinely never going to like go outside of that boundary because I don't want whoever my future partner is, if I ever do get another relationship, let's be realistic, I'm sure I will. I'm only 34, but like in the way future, whoever my future partner is, I do not want them to be eaten up by people that like genuinely don't know them. There is just too much hatred and doxing and blackmail and just malicious stuff. And it's a lot. It's happened with every single one of my partners, every single one of my partners. And I don't want to put someone in that position ever again. So it's
then I wouldn't date.
Just easier for me, as much as I would love, like literally love and adore my partner to be on my YouTube. I have to put my future partner first.
Can handle the haters and
I don't think anybody can handle Amber's haters. I don't think anybody fully understands the level that people will go to around her until they get the full brunt of it. And I think that's the miscalculation that Tommy made. I think Tommy thought she could handle it, and then reality hit. And yeah. So there's that. It's kind of like when people get with Foodie. I don't think people, Foodie included, I don't think they really understand the amount of dedication that the internet is willing to dedicate, to hunting them down. So if Amber's really serious about this, you kind of can't date. I mean, really, you can't. Because Amber isn't great at holding secrets anyway.
And that kind of thing. So
not many people can handle the type of hate that like is projected onto me and onto my partner. And
I think I was watching Kicking Geese, who pointed out that Amber says projected here, implying that we, the audience, are projecting our self-hate onto her, or we're just projecting hate onto her unnecessarily. And I kind of have to agree with her there. I don't know if Amber did one of her infamous using the wrong words kind of things, or if she truly did mean to say projected, because Amber does not take responsibility for her own actions. And this is projected is a great way to get around that. It's a great way for her to, you're just projecting your hate onto me. I mean, I guess, but there's a lot of reasons to not like you. A lot of good, strong reasons to not like you. But Amber will not ever admit any of that. So I just thought that was a good catch for Kicking Geese to catch. I was going to call her Mama Goose, but unless you're part of the community, you probably didn't catch that. But yeah, so.
And I don't want to ever put that position onto someone, because like when I got with Tommy and Tommy was so willing to like be in the public eye, like I literally lived for that, because I just got out of a relationship with someone who like it was a secret, and then I also had a relationship with Lean where she didn't want to be on camera, so it was like, wow, I'm finally with someone who like genuinely wants to be on camera. And like Tommy didn't deserve anything she went through. Lean didn't deserve it. Like no one has deserved what they went through by just being my partner. And it just, I cannot imagine myself putting someone else in that position. And it even took me a while.
Then don't date. The only way to protect your girlfriends is to not date them.
To like put my mom on camera, because I was so scared that was going to happen to her. But she would always be like, just let me be on camera, it's totally fine. And like she was super shy and cute about it. And like me and her, we would go back and forth, and we're just like, I don't know, maybe we should. And then finally we just went for it. And then things did get heated for a minute there. My mom loves me unconditionally, and it's hard for like quote unquote the haters to like accept that someone can love me just because they're willingly doing so. Like
the quote unquote the haters? What does that mean? Are they not haters?
When I have a partner, they're just like, they're choosing me, they're loving me, not because they have to, but because they're like literally actively choosing to. I'm glad that phase with my mom is over with though, because she didn't deserve that. And I can't even have friends in my videos. It's not even just like a partner.
Amber doesn't want us to hate on her mom. Amber wants to hate on her mom herself. Thank you. The only one who's allowed to throw shade at her mom is Amber.
even have friends because I have friends in my real life. Like I have family in my real life, people that I see and I hang out with, and I am not filming when I'm around them at all. Like
you totally filmed around them the other day when you were braiding your mom's hair and we could hear the kids in the background.
Genuinely just like, I don't know. I feel kind of sad, but I would rather protect the people I love and I care about and just have all of the hate just be directed towards me because I don't want to see the people that I love and care about
Martelyn
hurt and have bad things happen to them. It just doesn't feel good to me.
So I know I don't want to take away from anybody who was afraid to be in front of the camera due to the hate, because I know that the people who hate you are genuinely so awful and will go to great lengths to make sure that everything about you and the person that you're with and even the people that you're around are known and all of their personal information is out there.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take away from that fear, but it is something that requires like a strong person. So I'm just wondering if you're maybe looking for someone in the future with a little bit more of a thick skin, if you will.
No, because I don't care how thick someone's skin is.
This is why this comment takes for ever. Thankfully, it's the end of the video.
Like my skin's pretty thick. Like I'm still here and kicking. I still
Rhino Heidelin over here.
Laugh and giggle and show a positive side, no matter what is thrown at me online. But it's like, yeah, I can find someone like that and be with someone like that, but I still do not want to put anyone else in that position. Like I already regret so strong, like the things I did say about Feline and showing Tommy. I feel like the only two partners that I was with, I genuinely
the things I said about Feline
like wanted to be on camera was Destiny and Beck. And I even regret putting that.
Beck never wanted to be on camera. Beck even said this much. So I like how Amber cannot let Beck go. Cannot do it. She just cannot let Beck go. She can't stop saying Beck's name. She can't stop bringing Beck up. Like, she just cannot let Beck go. It doesn't matter what the context is. She will find some way to work Beck into the conversation, even if it's just a seemingly throwaway kind of comment like these last two ones have been. She has to mention Beck. She just will not let it go. And it's like borderline obsession. I don't even think it's borderline. I think it is just straight fucking obsession at this point. And I kind of feel like, I know Beck's not in a great place right now because they've had a really bad run. But if I were Beck, I would feel a little kind of maybe proud of the fact that I get to live rent fucking free in Amberlynn's head all the time. Like, you kind of win when you get to live free in Amber's head because Amber just cannot get over you. Like, she just can't. She is that fucking obsessed with Beck. It may not be like a love obsession, but it's definitely an obsession. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm that weird person who's like, well, I guess that means I win because I'm living rent free in your fucking head and I didn't even ask for it. I don't know if Beck's that kind of a person, but if you are, I would just like to point out to you, Beck, you win this one because you live rent free here. Like you live rent free right here. This is your hotel. This is your room right here. Cause she cannot let it go. Whatever it is, she can't let it go. You don't even have to do anything. The fact that you exist can't let it go. It doesn't matter. You will always be here no matter what. So, and you don't have to pay a dime. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You just exist and you live right here. You win. Mazel tov. What do you win? Her talking about you, but you still win.
Yeah, it just sucks that that's what it boils down to.
Hashtag
it's just
winning.
a boundary at this point.
Yeah, so I hope that made sense. I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to ask you. I will continue watching your videos. I will continue supporting you and loving you. And I just hope that you continue this journey in whatever way feels best for you. And yeah, thanks so much. Love you.
Thank you so much. And I love you too. And thank you for being such a sweet supporter. I appreciate it more than you know. All right, you guys, that was a long one. So I think
it was.
We should do Bad choices.
Nope. 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 I'm not even playing it through. Nope. We are done. All right. If you've made it this far in the video, I know this was a terrible AmBaby video, but if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a car. Put a car down in the comment section down below. A car, a truck. I don't care. Some kind of vehicle with 4 wheels down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think. We're not doing bad choices. We're not doing it. I literally need therapy after this. Like, I need anything. I need steel wool that I can go with. Anyhow, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I guess this was a terrible AmBaby react. I don't even know if we'll really call it an AmBaby react, but anyhow. So that's all I've got for you guys. There's probably been multiple questions that have either been truncated and or completely cut out. And thank you, my editor, for doing that. Again, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. We do have the 3 tiers of membership over here, and we will be doing more members only stuff going forward. So keep an eye out for that. We are trying to get caught up with Amber, so these Amber videos are probably just going to all get dumped on everybody because I just need to get caught up. Sorry. But after that, we'll be doing some more members only stuff, so you'll be getting access to videos before everybody else, like you should be getting. And we're 20 subscribers-ish away from sponsoring a new baby kitten. Well, I think they're all full-grown cats. I don't think there's any kittens, but still, cats need homes too. So if you guys are interested, go poke your friends. And that is truly all I have for you guys. So I will see everybody in the next video. Bye! This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.